Aloha everyone, this is Lenora, Hawaii's Piccoli. Today I have Gigi, my daughter-in-law.
Hi.
And she's gonna make lumpia. That's the Filipino way of saying that. The Chinese, it's basically the same thing. And Chinese call it spring rolls.
So what I'm gonna do is, my wok is hot, so I'm gonna put some oil in.
How much oil did you put?
Probably just 2 tablespoons, and what we're gonna do, I got 1 cup of onions. We're gonna just saute this, soften this up. And just get it a little caramelized here. It's just basically stir frying everything in for the filling and however flavors you want it to be. Just start this.
Oh, the onions are translucent?
Yeah. What I'm going to do is add my garlic.
How much garlic is that?
I got about 6 cloves in here.
Everybody likes garlic.
I know. When you have put this combination in, it smells real good. We're not even done yet, but it smells good. Heat is just at medium high. It doesn't burn your garlic. So that looks good. And I'm just going to start adding in my carrots.
And how many carrots is that?
This is about 1 cup. What I did was I used your shredder. Just shred it. And then just basically soften all your veggies.
You know, it's kind of interesting. Almost every country has something similar to this, where you fry things. It's just called different names and maybe different ingredients.
Right.
The Indians have something called samosa, which are triangular shaped things. And other countries do all kinds of fried things like this. But frying is so delicious. This is only the filling.
Exactly. Okay. So now I'm just going to brown the hamburger. I'm just going to throw it right in there. This is just 1 pound. So I'm just going to brown the beef, like everything, just stir it right in.
Now we're adding pepper, black pepper.
Okay, so we just added 1 teaspoon of pepper. Now we're going to add some patis.
Or fish sauce.
Or fish sauce. And I also have oyster sauce, which is 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. So this is basically the seasoning that I use. I don't even use soy sauce because the oyster sauce will give out that salt. As you can see, I never put in salt. So this is looking really good.
How much
cup? So this here is 4 cups of cabbage. And we're just stir frying it right in.
So it doesn't have to cook completely because it'll fry.
Yeah, the heat will soften this cabbage. So go ahead and put in your cilantro, Chinese parsley, and then we got some green onions. And this is basically done. And we also need to add in, I use 1 9-ounce small package of bean sprouts. My kids actually just eat it like this with rice.
So after this, you have to cool it off?
Yes. If you're using like a 70-30 beef, then I would say drain it because it'll just be too saucy when you roll it. So right now, it's pretty okay. I can just cool it down and start rolling. I think this would make a good 2 packages of the spring roll wrapper. And I like to just cook a whole bunch and then just freeze them. Freeze the filling, or if I feel like just rolling about 5 packages I'll roll it and just freeze it in the Ziploc bag.
And when you cook it and it's frozen, do you have to defrost it first?
I kind of thaw it out a little, and then I just throw it in the fryer.
Because generally they say not to thaw it because then you have all that moisture and it becomes soggy.
Exactly. So we're done cooking this. We're going to just let this cool off. Sometimes I lay it on a pan like a long, big cookie sheet and just cool it off. And then we'll just start wrapping.
Oh, another thing is you use beef here, but can you use other kinds of meats?
You can use pork. A lot of people use pork. I prefer the beef here. You can make chicken. You can use shredded pork. I've heard people in Hawaii now is using the kalua pig and just wrapping that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Or you can be vegetarian.
Exactly, yeah. That'll be good too. Just add a lot of cilantro and green onions.
Okay, actually we forgot to add some rice noodles. This is optional, but I'm going to show you. I like this particular brand. It's called YY, and it comes in cakes, maybe about 6 pieces like this. And so all we did was we soaked it in some water for about half hour, and it got really limp like this. So you really don't have to cook this particular one. So now Gigi's gonna cut it in pieces.
Okay, so we'll just...
Because otherwise when you eat it, all this long string of noodles comes out.
This here. Oops. This looks good?
Yeah, and
Okay.
we just use 1 cake of noodle for this. Okay, now she's gonna just mix it all up. Normally we put it in while we're cooking, but it's okay, it's still hot. Gives it a lot more texture when you put the noodles in. And you can add more if you like to stretch it.
See the 1 pound of hamburger stretched with
Yes.
all the other additional veggies.
So again, there's no right or wrong way. You can put any kind of vegetables you want.
Okay, so this is done, and I'm just gonna give it a taste here, just a tiny little taste. And this is where you can just add whatever you need to. Perfect.
Good.
Come out good.
And there's some liquid in here. So you don't want the lumpia to be soggy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it in a bowl and drain it. Let it sit for until it
You can
cools.
hang on to that.
Okay, see, this is some of the liquid that's draining, so we'll let it sit for a little while. Otherwise, it'll be really soggy.
So Lenara, we're gonna start wrapping. I did buy this at Chinatown here. This brand, spring roll. There's many different wraps that you can use. I do like this one and the Menlo brand, which is the red and black wrap. So what I got is a wet paper towel, just so it doesn't dry out as I'm rolling. And what I got here is a cutting board, so I'm just gonna have this here.
And interesting, these don't stick, although you have to peel them.
Right,
one at a time.
So I got some going. So I'm just gonna get a spoonful here. You can put however much you want. If you want it meatier, you can put more. If you want your roll skinnier. See, I'm just gonna do this. Just roll it here at the point, and I somewhat tuck it in here, and I just fold it this way and this way, just like a mail, and just wrap it. And I pull here a little, so tug on it. And I just use water to soften this.
Because I've heard that some people use a beaten egg, some
Exactly.
people use flour and water, but
Yes.
if water works fine, it's good.
So this is the outcome. Okay, so I got this pointed here. I'm gonna flip that over, tuck this in a little, tuck it in, and where the meat pops here, I'm gonna roll it so that way it covers this area here. and just continue to roll. And I just pull a little, tug on that so it tightens it, and just roll. And with your finger, put the water on, and that's it. So I lay it downwards where this pointy is, so it's stationed there. I know you can buy lumpia.
Oh.
You can buy this at the store.
Frozen.
The frozen one. It's a real skinny one. I think it's like $14.99.
Very expensive, and
Yeah.
I'm sure the filling is not as good as
Exactly. So there you go. One more time. Just lay it this way where the pointy is. I'm going to fold that over. So just set your lumpia filling in. Grab this point to the other point there. And I'm going to roll it over and shape it. And just keep rolling. And when I get to see the meat part, about 3 rolls into it, I'm going to fold it. Just like an envelope. And then continue to fold. So as I'm getting right here, I tug on this here. Not too hard. This is a good wrapper because when you tug on it, it doesn't rip. And it's
So
pliable.
You think kids could do this too?
Absolutely, yeah. They can definitely. Everybody loves to eat this, so it helps when you have a bunch of people rolling it.
Yes.
Makes it easier. I'll go ahead and have you roll one.
Okay. Maybe just a little bit more.
Yeah. With this filling, you can add anything. I know my mom, when she makes her, she does put chopped chopped chestnuts, and it gives it a nice crunch. So whatever filling you want to use,
Chopped chestnuts, you're talking about water chestnuts.
water
right?
chestnuts,
Okay,
I'm
not
sorry.
the regular kind.
Water chestnut. I like the way she makes it because it has a nice crunch
Okay.
to that. And besides making this lumpia, when we have leftover and ran out of the filling, we grab our bananas and we wrap bananas and make banana lumpia.
That's really good.
That's a good dessert for the family. So we'll go ahead and finish this off, and then we'll just fry this.
Here is Miss.
No.
Smell it and hopefully get a taste of it.
Right. So we're done rolling, and what we're going to do is just fry this. The oil is now hot, so we're just going to dump all this, well, slowly. Put that in.
I go from the back and just kind of slide it in. So make sure your oil is hot when you do this. Otherwise it'll soak in everything. And everything is cooked, so all you can make is brownies. Make it over. Look how beautiful it is. Nice. So we, a good stick. 12 in there, please. Sandy. Ready to turn this. Oops. Or you can just put it in this way. So this oil is about what, an inch deep.
See, this is the color what I'm going for. This color, but the other side is still a little lighter, so I'm going to just flip that over. So what I do is I just stack it up this way. Upwards.
That's not important. And see here, put this up. Ready to get the sprinkles out. It's really hot. I'm going to get ready to it. No one wants to sit it down. So make it closer. This color goes real quick, so I'm going to put it up and down.
So the lumpia has cooled off, and now we're gonna do a taste test.
Okay.
We'll just cut it.
See how crunchy it is? Whoa.
Yeah. Here's the finished product.
I think this wrapper is a better brand because the other one we made previously, it looked kind of really greasy and not so nice, but this is good.
Yeah. Try one. You want a sauce?
Yeah.
It's always good with the sauce. You can make your own sauce, or you can buy the sauce here. Costco has a, what was that brand again? Or that flavor?
Habanero pineapple.
Pineapple habanero sauce. We were thinking of getting that tomorrow to dip into this.
I'll write a recipe for a homemade version of this. Very easy. It's just sugar, water, little vinegar, and some chili garlic sauce. Always good. Delicious. You did a good job.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. And I enjoyed sharing this with you. A few of my friends wanted to know how to make lumpia. I mean, it is easy, but if you keep doing this, your wrapping will be at perfect, a nice perfect wrap.
We're waiting for her to do the leche flan video.
I'll get to that.
That's next, another time.
Thanks again, Manara.
Yes. But remember, if you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and comment. So, mahalo for watching, and thank you.
Bye.
And if you have any requests for us to make, let me know. Thank you.
Bye. Aloha.